So one of the keys to hitting straight golf shots is getting the golf club swinging somewhere near the swing plane. You're about to watch a lesson that we've just done with Daniel. He was swinging under the plane, hitting some pushes and some hooks. And by the end of the lesson, he was hitting beautiful little draws, and all we did was change one thing in the backswing, which is crucial to get you swinging on plane. So just stand there for us, Daniel, ready. So you hit the golf ball, as I mentioned, really as good as a scratch golfer.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at the golf swing and just show you really what we're going to do. So in terms of the backswing, we can see the first part of your backswing is nice, it's on plane. But then what happens here is that you get halfway, well, just to this position, the arms then sort of move around the body, underneath the shoulders, and actually underneath the swing plane. So from here, that club on the way down now gets a little stuck behind you. The club is behind, under the plane, swings out to the right. Your average path with the 7-iron was around about 8 degrees to the right, which means you can hit either a push, a beautiful draw, or a hook. You hit some beautiful shots, but the difference between your good and your bad is
Right.
too much. So here's what we're going to do today. This is going to be the focus today. The path number is we want to get it down to a lot lower. You still want to hit a draw, so we still need it to be right. Our focus today is to get you from here to get the arms working a little bit more upward in the backswing. What we've done already is we did a lat test for you just to see how mobile you were. Pretty good, so that's not an issue. So our focus is to see if we can get your hands really above the swing plane line. So in the downswing, it actually moves towards the line and gets in a much more neutral position.
Right.
Let's jump in and let me just take you through a few feels. We're not going to hit loads of golf balls yet. We're going to get you, and we may do a bit of a drill with the help of a wall. So let's take your setup. And I'm going to sort of take you through where I'd like to see this backswing, and you can tell me what it feels like.
Okay.
Okay,
This will be interesting, Andy.
So let's just do the first move away. Good. So you're good to here. We know this, yeah? Now what normally happens is your arms go this way.
Right.
Now what we want to feel from here, we're still going to turn, but now the arms are going to lift more here. Okay, now what does that feel like to you?
Like I'm stretching very, very a lot hard.
So now what we've got, the arms are lifting now more above the shoulders.
Right.
Now this really is where I'd like your backswing to be. Does it feel quite high?
Yeah, it just feels not usual.
Yeah, okay, good. Oh, it feels unusual, good. It needs
Right.
to feel different. Let's do that again for us. Okay, so I don't want to lose any of the good work that you do on the way back, so
Right.
you're really nice to here. Okay, now from here, what we're just going to feel is, I can feel you want to go this way.
Right.
I want your arms to feel like they just almost go straight up. There you go. Now there's your backswing.
Okay.
Now, the viewers will see this now. This is a very different motion. But what happens now is this club then works down back on the plane then,
Right.
as opposed to here and then getting stuck behind you, which is where you get to.
Right.
You've got to work so hard from there to get it back towards that plane.
Right. So then I feel like I'm going up.
Let's do that again. Okay, so just swing back to here and stop. Nice and slow. Hold it there. Good. Now from here, these arms are going to feel like they just work up. That's it. And that's as much as you need to go.
That's it.
That's it. Arms are a little higher there, which is good. You've still got a good body rotation from here, but then from there it's just so much easier for you to work that club down.
Right.
You won't even need to think about the through swing.
Right.
So from there and then through. And this is such a different move for you, Daniel, that we said before we switched the cameras on, I want you to work at this probably for the next 6 months.
Right.
It's not like we need to do this, okay, next week we need to do something else. It's just something that over time that you can go, right, I'm going to the range and my goal is just to get these hands and arms a little bit more over the shoulder as opposed to underneath the shoulder.
Right.
And the more you do that, the more you have that one focus, the better and more neutral it's going to be. Okay. The reason I'm teeing it up, Daniel, here is that whenever we make a change, whenever the ball's there, we can get so focused on, I need to hit the ball and get the contact right, that we can lose focus on what we're trying to do. Why I do this is I want to draw your attention to the movement and not really care too much about the shot.
Okay.
The key thing on these is that when you do a big change like you're making here, the strike can easily go off because your arms are moving in such a different way that they normally will. You've got to coordinate different things. So on these few shots, if you misstrike it, that's perfectly fine. We'll work through this now and see, okay, well, how does this look? What's that number saying to us? If we can see this number coming down and we can start to get this in a better place, we'll gradually tune this in and your striking will get better and better. The easier this gets, the more attention you can bring to the strike. So nice and smooth, just get that feeling of the arms working up. Good. Good. Arms high. Good. Again, not bothered about the ball at the moment, just want to start to get a feel for you of what this goes like. Okay, really, really good. Love that golf swing, by the way.
Thank you.
Now notice the shape's changing a little bit now. Now the ball's actually curving to the right. What did the numbers say there?
3-3.
3-3. So path, really nice there. If that was your path, I'm like, that's not a problem at all.
Right.
That's going to help you hit nice, consistent draws.
But now what we've got is we've got the shot working this way a little bit. So we can come to that. But this is encouraging, the fact that you can get it somewhere close to that 3 mark now.
Right.
The one thing which you're going to have a little play around with is your ball position. Notice your ball in your stance. It's a little closer to the back foot.
Right.
What I'd like you to do is just edge yourself maybe a couple of inches to the right. So the ball is, for you at the moment, center of the stance is going to be good. Normally it's quite back, but it has to be because your swing is so shallow.
Right.
So you having the ball back in your stance helps you hit down, but now you're more up. This is what's going to help you with this. Okay.
Beautiful. Now it's a proper draw.
Now it's a real draw. Okay. So now what we're going to see, a little lower, but way less. So you can see it started more on line.
Right.
And so it's not starting out there and having to work excessively back. Much more close to where we need it to be. Love that.
Beautiful.
Okay, excellent. Okay, really, really nice.
Solid. Very solid.
Really, really nice. Now look how little shape there is, but look how now it's
Right on it.
it's starting down that line. Okay.
And that was even lower than the last.
Yeah. Okay, let's just head over to the wall. We'll do a couple of swings over here. We'll give you a break. You've got a lot of balls there as well. Let's just jump into roughly. We'll give yourself a couple of inches away from that crease. Perfect. Okay, so let's go your first point. Hold it there. Good. Now have a look where the wall is now.
Right.
So now what you would normally do is you continue
Just
to
keep
go this
going,
way.
and then I'd probably hit it right there.
So
even.
now what we're focusing is, feel the difference in that, yeah? Now go super slow with this because there's a good chance that you're going to hit the wall on the way back.
Right.
And we don't want to damage the clubs.
Would be a good
Maybe come an
reason
inch further this way. That's it.
Would be a good reason to get new clubs.
He's looking at you. Christmas is gone now. You have to wait another year.
My birthday's coming up. Don't worry.
Okay, so slow. There you go. Okay. This is one of the best drills that you can do. Do this at home. Do this at a driving range with a wall there, or even a net.
Don't do it at home.
Good. Nice.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
That was lovely.
I think it's going to be like looking at Hideki Matsuyama. There's going to be that little pause at the top, and
Who else does that now?
So you look at
Yeah.
that. I love it there because you saw it started a
It
little
did start
right.
a little more
It started a little, but nowhere near
right,
as.
and that one just ended up. It fell off right even. It didn't come back.
This is where it's like if we get it close to that consistently at this point, I'm like, that's a win. Ooh. That's what we want to see. I've just crossed the line there, but that was just so good. So good.
yep, 4.9.
That one felt
Yeah.
really good too.
Again, started much closer, a little bit of shape. Great contact. So now you're starting to get more comfortable with the move and with the pause. What you're doing there isn't easy.
Do you know what I will say? Just the one thing. This might be great for someone who's watching
Yeah.
this. Just jumping here, sorry.
Go ahead.
That whenever we see someone who has the ball back, we know that the ball back and the club going around helps you with the contact.
Right.
The big danger for us, we don't know what's going to happen when we move the ball further forward, because we can move the ball further forward, which helps get the club path better, but you could still be hitting the ground.
Right.
Sorry, you could be hitting the ground really early on that. But the good thing with Daniel is you know how to move on the way down, so it's been okay for you. it actually hasn't been a problem. It's actually made you better putting the ball further forward.
Right.
From a strike point of view.
Yes. Beautiful. So look at the predictability in the striking now, and even the ball flight. It's way better. Okay, let's take a look at now the before and after. We can see on the before, the alignment was left, but we swung the golf club, as we know, much more around the body, arms really flat at the top of the swing. The new one now, as we can see, these arms now swing back. Again, really nice. We've got that little bit of lift. And the difference at the top of the swing now is huge. The arms are just a little above the plane, and this is where now it helps, because as you start to swing down, that club now swings closer, still underneath, which is fine, because you want to play the draw, but is way closer to the plane. Couple that with the ball position moving forward is now why you're hitting that nice draws, and the ball is starting way more online.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Guys, hope you enjoyed that. If you want more coaching from myself and Pierce, come and check out our membership. Also, the golf schools here at the Grand and in-person lessons. Look in the description for more details. We'll see you again soon.